I'm Gloop.
And I'm Kay,
And this is the Sweet Aisle.
where even the simple task of choosing sweets takes an hour and multiple tangents.
All while our poor friend is telling us,
Just pick something!
so let's see where our brains take us this time.
I have nothing to do with it. It can just be a fidget. That's
I am planning to buy silent Stim toys, because I think it will help you both.
Yeah.
very much so. I've seen these cubes you can get that you can unfold and fold up in all sorts of weird ways.
I can't remember the name of the word.
Nor can I, which is why I just said weird cube thing. But yeah, I
no,
want to
it's
get
a
some.
3D print. And I want to do it. It's a print in place. Oh, what is the word? I can't remember. But anyway, you have a 3x3 grid
Yes.
of squares. You pull it on the one axis and it expands the same way on the other axis. And it all kind of rotates.
Yeah.
So it kind of, and then I want to print it so get these basically coloured tiles, like pattern tiles,
Yeah.
on the diagonal. So you can make like a chevron,
Okay.
and then you do one of the actions, put it back together, and it's a different pattern.
I think this is the same thing I'm talking about. It's very similar in concept to an Infinicube in that it's just like fidgety, but it changes shape.
But this works like if you're looking top down, 2-dimensional.
Okay.
I think you're talking more 3D.
Yes,
where
I
you
very
have-
much am.
Where it's very tactile.
It's almost it's like an Infinicube, and it is a cube, but it's made of triangles.
Yes.
You've seen the thing I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember. I can't picture that one exactly, but I know what you're on about because there's a site in Australia, I believe, that sells weird and wonderful cubes.
Yeah.
That you can basically kind of Rubik's.
Yeah.
And they can just go round and round and round and round and round, and they're brilliant.
My favourite thing about them is if you've got multiple, you can actually combine them to make bigger and weirder shapes.
Oh, that's cool.
So I at some point, as a video idea, I reckon we should get like a ridiculous amount of them.
Oh, no.
And just see what we make.
So we're going to literally become... Oh, I'm just trying to think of a kind of a fun way of saying it. Because it's not going to be, it's not unboxing or anything. It's not testing. It's not product testing.
It's just fucking around.
Yeah.
It's basically the Sweet Aisle, but tactile and visual.
Give us all the stims.
Yes.
It could literally be called that. Give us all the stims.
Yes.
And we will be happy.
But I don't know if we could do a series on it, but certainly as a one video with these.
If we find something, it'll be a very sporadic thing, yes.
Yeah.
So it'd be like we buy 30 Stim cubes of some description, make a structure out of them, and then in every backdrop they change.
I know you can get a mystery Stim box.
What?
Yes.
Where?
And it's called Stimmy, Happy Flappy Stimmy, something like that.
That is the most appropriate name for that I can think
It's
of.
by autistic people.
That makes
Give me
so
1
much
second,
fucking sense because Happy Flappy is just accurate. You guys have seen me get excited.
Yeah.
My arms turn into spaghetti noodles.
You're one of those wacky wavy inflatable tube men. Come check out these wacky wavy. Oh, I can't do it twice in a row. Damn.
I mean, you did better than me. I'm not even going to attempt.
It's because I said it the first time without really thinking, and then the second time I was like, I remember this. Let's say it. Brain says no.
I'm thinking
Flappy Happy Stim.
Flappy Happy Stim. Again, accurate. When the tism makes you happy, you do get flappy.
Oh, if that is their tagline, that is hilarious. Or if not, you should bring their PR team.
I should just be a PR team. Like, with someone.
Yeah, 99%. Well, we're kind of our own, aren't we?
Yeah, that is
But-
100% true.
Yeah. Because for like 99 people out of 100 will probably not pay attention, but like one person will go, I like that.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those
that
cases.
one person will like it so much
Yeah.
that they won't shut up about it to the other 99.
Yeah, they will literally be in the pub going, did you hear? Did you hear?
It's like the TikTok phenomenon
Yeah.
where something is... Or like the thing with the mechalist... I still can't remember all of it.
The wacky wavy.
No, it's the Genshin thing. The mechanistry something.
Oh.
That went
Yes.
around TikTok, put to music,
Yeah, the
and
Mechanist.
everyone was just like vibing to it.
Yeah, it's a Fontaine thing that I haven't got to yet.
Yeah, it would be that effect. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I love it so much that everyone else will know what
Yes.
it is.
Oh, I nearly had a plastic bag thrown out towards me. No, Solomon landed on the plastic bag and skidded towards me. So I was like, yeah.
He likes to do that kind of thing.
By the way, Solomon is a cat, if you hadn't figured out.
Yes. He is a new addition to the Dapper crew.
And very distracting.
Yes. Well, he is only, 12 weeks and 2 days old, so...
Oh, wow.
He is a baby.
He's a little kitten still, and he's currently hunting. I'm trying my best not to try and get distracted, but every now and again in the corner of my eye, I see a blur. And I'm like, oh, what's that?
Yes.
So very much
the
ADOS, yeah.
Or in this situation, ADOC.
It's a dog.
A dog.
They're
Attention
a dog.
deficit. Ooh, cat.
But if they're a dog, does that mean they're Dr. Solomon?
No, they're definitely Lord Solomon.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Or at least he believes he is Lord Solomon.
Oh yeah, he definitely tries to roll the place, doesn't he?
Yes. Occasionally he gets a swift reminder in the form of being picked up that actually, no.
Cables are not chew toys.
Yeah, no, that is his biggest issue at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think that anything with any form of dangle is to be put in your mouth.
I think he was just chasing a money spider.
I think he's chasing his tail.
I think this is one of our first cat distractions.
Yes, very much so. But what are you doing? Why are you brushing up against my feet?
I don't know. Distract him.
Yes.
It's a waving the toy. They're just like, what are you waving this thing for?
Yeah.
And now I've got the... Yeah, but I've got all the road versions in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your balls hang low? Do they wobble? Do your tits hang low? What other ones do I have? I heard that. Quite...
I mean...
the proper one is, do your ears hang low?
Yeah, I have heard, does your cock hang low?
Yeah. Is it any one syllable word?
Yeah.
Does your fridge hang low? Does it?
Does your vape hang low?
Does your vape hang low? Yeah. Does your mic hang low?
No, does it wobble? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow?
Oh, no.
I said it before we started recording, and I think it was very accurate. The mood today is stupid.
It's very goblin.
Yeah, it's mildly lower energy than your typical goblin, but definite goblin energy.
The physical moving around bit, not goblin. The brain going...
Yeah.
Goblin.
Very much so.
Yes, I am... oh, got a shoelace. Okay. I need to stop that.
I know this is only going to increase cat distractions, but he has gotten his claws stuck into my leggings at least twice now.
That does not surprise me. In fact, it does, but only because it's only twice.
I'm sure there's plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still light outside. We've definitely got plenty of time.
Okay. Oh, there he goes. Sorry, he's there for about a minute, just sat quite casually, and then had the burst of energy.
I have to say, getting a cat is one of the best things I have ever done for puns.
I like having a cat in my life again.
Yeah. But no, obviously, you guys know I listen to a lot of very sexual music.
Yes.
So whenever a song starts talking about my pussy...
Oh, yeah. It's funny how when I had my cat...
Yes.
I never kind of really thought about jokes or things or plays on words about pussy. As soon as you get one, it's overload.
I mean, girl...
Yeah, that is true, that is true.
But slight change of tone? I don't know.
No, I know, but it's like, you would have thought with me and the way
your brain works with puns.
Yeah, my brain works with puns. You would have thought I've done it regardless.
Yes.
But it's just hilarious. I think it's probably partly because of, what's the word? Growing up with cats all my life. There's kind of not an innocence, but it's kind of like, I didn't think about it. But because within our group, very pride, very queer, very involved in that community.
Yeah.
I think that's where it kicked in.
Possibly. Like earlier on I was listening to Hands Up by Aisha Erotica. And there's a line in the chorus that was like, my pussy tastes like mom's spaghetti. And I literally turned and looked at the cat and went, do you taste of mom's spaghetti? He just looked at me as if to say, really, mother?
There's a pussy between my legs right now.
So there is.
Also, completely irrelevant to everything, but I found my teaspoon. So there will be no more measuring tea by eye and nearly giving ourselves caffeine poisoning.
Yeah, when I got home and saw when I handed you the Brudini.
Yeah.
And then when I made myself another cup later, I suddenly realised, yeah, you actually put about 2.5, maybe 3 cups worth.
And we had like a small cup each.
Yeah. So I think that explains our overstimming in the last episode.
I think so.
Yeah. Crikey, it was 5 weeks ago, I think.
No, it was 4 weeks ago.
Was it?
Yes, to the day, and I know that because that is how long I've had Solomon. Because I got him after you guys left.
That's true. I'm counting today as well. So if we missed today, it would have been 5 weeks.
Yes.
So we've had 4 missing. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 due to stuff. 1 due to
seasonal time.
Yeah, like holidays.
Yes.
1 due to my body being its usual self.
Yeah. You get used to that, I hope. Well, you would think you'd get used to
that. Yeah, the problem is that it's not a consistent thing. So, like, I'll have 2 or 3 days where I'm floored, and then 3 or 4 days where I'm fine, and then it'll just loop in that cycle.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I think this is kind of why work eventually broke me, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because it was just consistent for 6-7 weeks. Doing this day in, day out.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the half terms,
it would all catch up with you.
That's when my body will say, time to be ill.
Yeah.
But that's the time when I can get stuff done.
Unfortunately, my body doesn't wait until I have, like, free time. It's just like, yeah, you're ill now. Have fun with that.
Yeah, now I've left work since, September?
Mm-hmm.
Was it September? Yeah, first week of October. Last day of September was pretty much my last day, yes. So, yeah, since then, I kind of had, not periods of illness, but it's like, where I was tired, I was able to sleep or rest or whatever. And then the next day, a bit groggy, but I was fine. It wasn't the whole week to recover. And I was like, ooh.
I can imagine it being a pleasant change of pace, to be fair.
It was unusual for me, because I was like, oh, I'm ill. Wait, I'm feeling better already? What the?
Because you actually had time to rest, rather than it building up and building up. Especially because of your chronic fatigue. Like,
yes, yeah.
Well, once you're fatigued, you're kind of fucked regardless.
Yeah, and I think I'm still getting fatigued because, well, weather and that.
Yeah.
It plays an effect.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just, I think it was, Friday? Maybe Thursday last week? I was kind of getting my usual things, like, when I have ringing in the ears.
Yeah.
Kind of one arm is a bit achy than the other. It's my body saying, almost migraine time. I kind of have early warning systems.
Yeah, I've started to figure out what my auras are for that. Finally.
Yeah, because I get visual ones. They're a pain in the arse.
Yeah, they're pretty... Wait, visual, as in your eyes?
I see waterfalls, and I get the pulsing, and I get...
I don't normally get waterfalls. Sometimes my vision will go, like, spinny, like swirly.
Oh, so mine goes straight down.
Yeah.
Yours does spins.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that sucks.
Oh, yeah, that would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, especially if your inner ears already affect your balance, and then you got the spinny.
Yeah, well, bear in mind, I'm also really prone to nausea.
Yeah.
And then, spinning.
I'm sorry, all I've got in my head is, I'm spinning around, and I'll stop now for copyright.
Yes. It is not a good time.
Oh. I just looked down and Solomon's curled up in a coat.
Yeah, he does that.
Yes. I think...
Probably because we've stolen all the seats he likes.
Yeah.
Because Leaf is on one, Wheels is on the other.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah. I think Leaf is going to take pictures throughout to possibly put up on screen when we get to the visual side of things.
Yeah.
I imagine that would be quite a common thing now.
Yeah.
Well, there's a cat.
I mean, even if they're not relevant to what's going on, cat pictures.
I mean, yeah. There are more cat videos... No, hang on. There are more dog videos than cat videos, actually.
Yes, I am well aware.
Yeah, more people think it's the other way around, but no.
No. To be fair, if I had the option of dog, I would have got a dog, but I live in a 3rd floor flat.
Yeah.
I don't have a garden.
No.
It would be cruel.
Yes.
I can have an indoor cat.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm like. That's my approach to having a dog as well. I cannot guarantee it walk every day.
No, that's the other thing.
So it's unfair on the dog for me to home it.
If I have a day where I just want to curl up in bed, Solomon will just get into bed and curl up with me and fuck off when he's bored.
Oh yeah. Cats do that.
Whereas if I had a dog, it would be really unfair.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember how many cats I've had in my lifetime now.
I am going to get him some toys that, like, move on their own and stuff on
Yeah.
random or on intervals.
I have actually seen some 3D prints of like toys to do that. So the ball is a print in place.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to get the ball out, but this ball goes around like a figure 8 track.
Yeah.
And it's got some like roofy bits. You have these little tunnels with the cutouts.
Yeah.
And the figure 8, and then just back at it all day long.
But no, I've seen some with like you attach them to like a door frame or something, and they've got a motor in, and they'll just randomly move.
Yeah.
Like every so often. And I think those would be great for him because there are times where he wants more attention than I have energy to give.
Yeah, so he's sort of just starfished the armrest of the chair.
Yeah, he does.
He wants my...
He really wants the cable. He does not want the cat toy.
Oh dear.
Hang on, give me a minute and I'll go get his other one, which is like...
The longer one.
Yeah.
The one with the catnip on the fish on the end.
Well, it's not got catnip, it's got like a little rattly thing.
The jingles.
Oh, there's another catnippy toy, yeah.
Yeah, no, the catnip toy
Oh,
has
come on, Kitty. It wasn't even moving. He wants this so bad.
Oh, boy. I'm surprised he's not going for mine, because mine's actually mid-air, floaty.
Don't say that. You'll jinx it.
That is true. Ah, Snaky.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You may now hear a lot of jingly bells in the background. Don't worry about it. It's just a jingly snake. And a cat going absolutely mental right now over it.
Gonna eat it.
Yeah, that's because
the
he
pussy
was
wants
misbehaving really badly, so a lot of his toys got put away. So it's the first time he's had it since it got put away.
So he's going, oh, precious.
Yes.
Sorry, Gloop. Were you about to say that pussy wants that snake?
Yes.
Very good.
Yay!
Excellent.
It's rare I get a praise for something I say. Normally it's an eye roll and a groan.
That is praise.
What was that, Wheels?
That is praise. The eye roll and the groan is a praise.
I mean...
It's not praise, it's more, oh, really?
Yes, but
It's
your
an
reaction
acknowledgement.
to it
Yes.
makes it feel like you think it is praise.
Yes.
I can't say anything because I'm the exact fucking same.
Oh, yeah, because the fact you eye roll or you groan gives me the satisfaction
Yes.
that I want from it.
Yes, there is a dopamine hit
Yeah.
from I got a reaction.
It's like, I got you.
Yeah.
It's like it's Christmas cracker jokes.
Yes.
The reason is they're terrible because everyone groans and it brings kind of a...
There is a communal sense
Yeah.
that joke was terrible.
Yeah, so that's kind of the psychology behind
Yeah,
them.
in the same way I like sharing cursed content because...
Yes. Yeah, well, the one where you showed about the balloon animal one the other day.
Oh, yeah, with the clown.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was like, oh, okay, we do post that stuff here then. Okay, it was like...
Honestly,
well,
I wasn't sure, but I was like, well, you know,
Yeah.
we're all over 18. We all make the jokes, so...
It's like the palm trees with the
Yes.
Christmas lights on. We posted those before, so they're not against it. It's just we've never done it that on the nose. So I was like, I was unaware I was doing that one.
I didn't think it was intentional.
No,
but
it wasn't.
Obviously, because it was clown. And
Yeah.
Sorry, in context with the image we're talking about, that was excellent.
Oh dear.
You want to explain that image?
Do we want to explain the image?
Yes.
Okay, leave one
so
the image explained.
It was a female clown performing fellatio on someone, and when they pull back, it's like a 2-panel comic, they have turned the gentleman's penis into a balloon dog, and it was rather amusing, so I shared it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that was cursed, I just thought that was funny.
I don't think it was cursed myself. I was the same as you. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It was
Yeah.
like,
Well, you brought it up in
yeah,
relation to
I know,
the
but you're the
cursed
one.
I am the most
you're
likely
more
for
shit
either.
post.
Yeah.
It's more the shit post than the curse post.
Yes.
That's-
I mean, I do both.
Yeah, so I kind of just migrate both towards you at the minute.
I mean, that is fair. I do a
So,
lot
yeah.
of both. I have cut back on the curse posting a lot.
Yeah, I had noticed.
I don't know why. Like, I got a cat, and all of a sudden I don't want to post cursed images. It's weird.
They do that to you. Oh, hello. I've now got a pussy between my legs. I want to try and learn how to do the Chewbacca, but I can't get the roll.
No, I can't. I have tried so many times, and I always end up hurting my throat.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with. I end up trying to force it.
I don't try anymore.
Don't you just gargle?
I think so, but because of the shape of my neck, it's really tricky for me to do. I just sound like a gone wrong. I just sound like a cat in pain. well, not really, like, and the very elderly.
Yeah. To be fair, there is like reverb and things added to the actual Chewie
That's
growl,
true.
so it's very difficult
That is
for a
true.
person to make.
Oh, I'm now remembering that Chewbacca mask, that lady in the car by TikTok. The Chewbacca mum, that's what it's called.
Yes.
That just went around for. It was funny for that one post, and then everybody did it. It's like, I'm bored now.
Yeah, it was like, ha! Oh, why are you still doing this?
Yeah, but it's the fact the Chewbacca mum was genuinely in hysterics about it. I love it. But everyone else, it just was forced. It was.
Yeah.
TikTok people are dumb.
Some of them are brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I mean, have you seen any of the travel stuffs?
Travel stuff?
So, going to Prague, for example.
No.
Right, I watched a YouTube video on this because I've seen it pop up a couple times in my feed. Not a lot. So this Prague resident looked at these Prague things to do.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is, don't buy the water, it's cheaper to buy the beer.
Yeah.
Which is true in the tourist traps. You can go to this spa where you can bathe in the beer. No, you can't. You can have these, like, little hot tubs.
Yeah.
They're like individual ones. And you've got a little thing beside you to put your beer on. So while you're in the jacuzzi bubble thing,
you can have
a
your
beer. You don't bathe in it.
That would be gross. Why would you want to bathe in beer? You'd just be sticky.
Well,
And not for good reasons.
Well, you might be able to hop around afterwards. There we go. That's my normal level.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, go to this bakery. It's out of town, and they do all these amazing things. No, it's directly on the high street, and it's literally all of them are saying the exact same things. And it's like a simple Google search, because this is what he did as well, proved it all wrong.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Oh, speaking of dumb shit on TikTok, I was, as you do, scrolling through TikTok this morning, and there was this video with a very pretty lady next to a pink Mercedes, and she would like do something and then sensually whisper the word Mercedes. And this was being spliced with a obviously disabled woman with a wheelchair doing similar things and then going disabled. So like the pretty woman would like run her finger down the grill at the front of the car and go Mercedes. And then the woman would run her finger over the foot pad for the chair and go disabled. I was cracking up. It was so dumb but so funny.
I think I need to see that.
I'll have to try and find it again.
Yeah, I get the message, but
I think it was just the disabled woman mocking the Mercedes video.
Yeah.
But
was it like what do they call them? Duets?
It was like a series of duets.
Oh, I see.
So like you'd see, it was more like the videos were stitched together.
Oh, I see. I get
So
you.
like you'd see one, and then you'd see the other, and then you'd see the first one do something else, and then the other.
Yeah, it's almost like two tap dances. One does the tap,
yeah,
and then the second person goes tap tap tap.
Yeah,
so it's like a question and answer.
Yes, but it was more like a question and mocking repetition of the question. It was quite amusing.
Did you post it, or did I just randomly find it? The one about going to Barbie Land is like travelling the walk.
I posted that.
You posted that, okay.
Wait, I posted a still image. Did you see a TikTok thing about it?
No, but I saw the image of it.
Yeah, no, I posted that this morning.
Okay, that's the one I want to have a look at later then. So I remember seeing the image, I was thinking, wait, that is too true.
Yeah, that's why I posted it.
It's like, wait,
they're
travelling to the Barbie Land, like Barbie Land Real World, is the same as travelling through the wall.
One is pop music flavoured and the other is death metal flavoured. But it is the same thing.
Yes. It
is a land of imagination.
My brain just went, what? When I saw it, it's like, how did I not pick up on this?
This is why I posted it, because I knew you would get it.
It just made it was like, okay. And it's just like, kind of on subject, but not. I was explaining to Wheels yesterday. This is with children's TV back in our day. If you take Brum and Brum's Adventures, so Brum goes shopping by themselves.
Yeah.
And they basically ask people to help.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much the same kind of format with the Teletubbies when you have the Tubby time.
Yeah.
You have a series of kids going around the shop asking people for help, saying, it's okay to say, I can't reach, can you get it for me?
Yeah.
To like random people, and they're like 6 or 7 on their own. And Wales was just like, what the? Really? It just blew their mind.
That to me is far less surprising. Those are both children's TV programs.
Yes.
This is like the grim darkness of the 41st millennia where everything is war and genocide and blowing planets up. And one is Barbie.
Yeah. I was just more thinking it's the similarities between...
Yeah. But I get your point.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah. Mine's just similarities within the point, and this is the genre.
Yes.
It's crazy. But yeah, couldn't believe it. It's like, really? Oh, wait, wow. Oh, so it is. It was literally that kind of reaction.
Like, your knee-jerk reaction, or my knee-jerk reaction was, no, the fuck it's not. And then I thought about it and I was like, wait, yes, the fuck it is.
My knee-jerk reaction was, of course it is. Of course it is. It's just, I think it's one of those things a lot of the time. I pick up on it, but I don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as somebody says it, goes, that's it.
Yeah.
I knew I was, but I'm unaware I was missing that point.
I just found it crazy that they are both basically places that exist because people imagine them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not quite they imagine them, but...
Yeah.
There is imagination attached to the existence of these places, and then these places can interact with the real world, and very confusing.
And all I've now got in my mind is the shooting star with the more you know.
Yes. The more you know.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh, there you are, Solomon. So I've kind of gotten used to them being in my right peripheral. And then they weren't there, and I was like, where'd they go?
Whereas every now and again they move into my peripheral, and it really throws me.
They're now literally under my foot.
Yep.
Okay.
And,
They're now chasing a bit of crumpled paper.
Them. I can see
Oh, you daft puddy cat.
What are you doing, buddy?
Wee jump.
You have given up on the treat toy.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's one of the ones
is?
you can put treats in for them to play with to try and get out.
I had one very similar. Well, not similar to that. Are you aware of Weebles?
Yes, he also has 2 of those.
Yeah, I got my. I think I got rid of it because it got very well used, should I say?
Yeah, well loved.
Yes. So it's like a Weeble, and in the top part there are little compartments, and I used to put Dreamies in there.
Yeah.
Crikey, my cats went nuts for that.
Yeah. No, he has those too, and same as that one. Like, he'll play with it for like 2 minutes, and then get bored.
And mine would literally be there for 10 minutes after going, is there more in there?
No, he has, as you can see, he hasn't even got all the treats out of that one.
No.
Like...
My cat went nuts for Dreamies. It was literally like the advert was, you shake the bag, the cat runs through the wall.
Yeah, I haven't tried them on Dreamies yet.
I think it's just the noise.
So far, his favourite treats are these things called meowies, and they're just like dehydrated chicken.
Oh, of course, cats go nuts for that.
And yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
Like, you know, every time I go near that cupboard, he runs towards
Oh,
them.
yeah,
That's because they're in there.
Yeah.
Like, he knows they're in there, and he's hoping I will open the cupboard.
With Petal, it was they would be in a completely different section of the house. I'd be unaware where they are.
Yeah.
I would literally just touch a crisp packet. Vroom. Meow. Meow. It's crisp.
Yeah.
It's not your treat, it's crisp. Still didn't stop them. They loved crisp, by the way.
So does Solomon.
Yeah. It's
Like, he gets confused by them, he just kind of licks the flavour off, and then
yeah,
then eats the potato.
Yeah. I understand. My cat did the same.
It's very confusing to me, because it's like, but if you just put the thing in your mouth,
It's
you
like
get the flavour and the potato.
it's like what are they called? There.
Dip dabs?
No, toffee things in the Quality Street, the long toffee finger.
Oh,
I would sit there, suck the chocolate off, and then eat the toffee.
That's weird.
See, it works that way though.
Although I kind of get it, because I will disassemble a Jaffa cake as I eat
Yeah,
it.
I do that every time.
Like,
I can't
bite the
eat a
cake
Jaffa-
off, peel the chocolate off the jelly, and then eat the jelly.
Yes, exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Or, if I'm feeling really fancy, I'll, like, bite the cake off, eat the chocolate that goes past the jelly.
Oh yeah, so you then have a mini
perfect
piece,
circle of orange jelly and chocolate, and it's the best. I wish they would just sell the orange jelly wrapped in chocolate.
Get rid of the outer edge, because that's the bit everyone. Well, I know I do. I just get rid of that bit first. Then I just focus on the middle bit.
I just want the jelly and the chocolate. I don't like the cake bit particularly.
I think that's a lot of people's thing. It's one of those things that I don't buy myself, so to speak.
What, Jaffa cakes?
Yes. But if somebody gives me a packet,
They're gone.
it's like, do you want any of these back?
Yeah.
And if they say yes, it's like, right, don't give them me yet then.
No.
Have what you want first, then give them to me.
Yeah, no, I buy myself Jaffa Cakes very rarely because, very similar to you, if there is a sleeve of Jaffa Cakes in front of me, no, it's not. It's gone.
If it's sealed and still
Yeah,
perfect, I can leave it there for weeks.
But the second I open it,
oh, yeah.
it's gone.
In Solomon's mind, well, it's like our catnip.
Yeah.
It's literally that kind of reaction. It's like, that's fine. It's there. Gone. Because I'm the same with Jammy Dodgers.
Yes.
Can't get enough Jammy Dodgers.
I am not the same with Jammy Dodgers. I don't like the texture of the biscuit.
Yeah, for some reason, I love them.
That's
I
fair.
can't tell you why I do.
They taste lovely. The texture of the biscuit, though, is just no.
But I often think of when I eat it, it's too thick. The two sandwich parts to make the sandwich together, it's too thick. But I just can't stop eating them. It's one of those I don't understand myself right now.
Anytime I eat a custard cream, anytime I eat a Jammy Dodger, I'm just sad it's not a custard cream.
Yeah.
Because they're just infinitely better.
Yeah, because the biscuit barrel type, where you get the custard cream, the bourbon, the nice, and the one with the cow on it, milk.
Yeah, the malted milk.
Malted milk, that's it. The malted, I always leave the custard creams for last. Always. Yeah. Always. The malted milks are usually the nice biscuits first because, well, they're coconut, they're kind of like, they're not boring, but they're just...
Wait, nice biscuits have coconut in them?
Yes.
I did not know that. I genuinely detest coconut, but I genuinely like those biscuits.
Yeah. I did the same with somebody a while ago. Told me they didn't like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I gave them a beef Wellington forgetting they don't like mushrooms because of the mushroom ducks.
Mushrooms,
yeah. The mushroom ducks up. They ate it all up, told them after, and they were like, really?
It might have been a texture thing with mushrooms, though.
Maybe.
Because obviously a duck towel is like a paste.
Yeah, it's all chopped up.
So it doesn't have the texture.
I think I'm the same with olives, because with olive tapenade, where it's all like
finely
mushed,
yeah.
And it's got oil within it.
Yeah.
It's all mellowed out.
It's delicious. Although, to be fair, I will just eat olives by like the handful quite
when,
happily.
When I was 16 at Star College, I had a friend, and after one of our shows, because I was in the drama, their parents were like, let's go out. And they took us to, I can't remember, I think it's just called Bistro. On the promenade in Cheltenham.
Yeah, yes,
the
it
one
is called Bistro. I
yeah.
know what you're on about.
They went and took me in there. I'd never been in there. It was the first time I'd ever been in a restaurant of that level.
Oh.
And I was literally on the table was this black stuff with bread or breadsticks.
Yeah.
You kind of had your choice. And I went, they basically, once I worked out, it was for the table. I was like, oh, okay, let's try it. Does anybody else want this? And kind of pulled it to myself. And then afterwards found out it was olives. And I was like, ooh, okay, I must like olives then. Went out and bought olives, ate an olive on its own. I was like, nope.
Yes, I remember because I was with you for that part.
And this was back when I was 16.
Oh, okay, you've tried olives again since then.
Yeah, I've tried to, since then. It's like, I'm open to the idea.
To be fair, you didn't dislike them
no,
when you tried
it was just
them with me.
weird for me.
Yeah. They are very much an acquired taste. Like
I didn't mind the taste too much. I think it's more the texture of it and the
like
kind of the resistance of it.
Yeah, it's almost, I call it like a leathery grape.
I'm glad I've tried one with that, you telling me that, because if you had said that before I tried one, I'd be like, no, never touch it.
But can you see what I mean?
Yes.
Like, they are like leathery grapes, but they're so delicious. Like
I understand them, yeah. So for me, I've worked out I don't like well, I'll give them another fair crack at the whip, but
yeah,
on their own, solo, don't really like them. If they're within something, I'll probably eat them quite happily.
So if they were like in a sauce?
Yes.
What about like on a pizza?
I think I tried it once, and I don't think it was a very good pizza.
That will not help.
No, because all I got with every bite was the aroma of it, and it was just like, how old were these olives when they were put on?
No, this is just making me think of possibly the worst pizza I've ever had. It was from a place like round the corner from where She Who Will Not Be Named lives. I went in there one time because I was going out drinking and I wanted to grab some food first.
Is that the one next to the Tall Ships pub?
It's not a place anymore. Like,
okay, it's
down.
the other one. It's the other one then.
But I got a pepperoni pizza, right? Because I figured you can't mess that up. And boy, was I wrong. Like, the sauce tasted like battery acid.
Oh, God. Oh, I know the one you mean now. Yeah.
It wasn't like slices of pepperoni, it was chunks.
Oh, I know. Like cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the worst pizza. Oh, and I'm fairly sure that the pizza was actually undercooked. But yeah, worst pizza experience I have ever had by miles. Like,
I think I went there once and never again.
Yeah,
I can't remember
same.
what I had, but I just remember being so underwhelmed and so disappointed. I was like, meh.
Like, I wasn't just underwhelmed, because underwhelmed is just like, that wasn't great. This was like genuinely upset.
My expectations were already quite low.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of one of those places you go into and you kind of, know you should go somewhere better.
That's why I got the thing that I thought you couldn't mess up.
Yeah,
And they still messed it up horrendously. Like, there are like 4 components on a pepperoni pizza, and every single one of them was bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's beyond me how people can do that. Like, it's like they have no care. They're just there because, well...
The cheese was probably the best, but also the weirdest part of the experience.
Was it like plastic?
It was really thick, but completely flavourless.
Oh, I know. They probably used on the 1 to 5 scale 1.
Like, no, on a 1 to 5 scale, it was like a 0.5. Like, because if you buy standard mozzarella, that has flavour, and that's a 1 on the 1 to 5 scale. This had less flavour than your standard mozzarella. Which was genuinely impressive. It's like,
my grandma used to buy 1 on the cheese scale.
Why? That's not cheese.
Because in like ham
it's
and
just a
cheese,
loaf of milk.
But I can understand it from my grandma's point of view in that respect, because when they made a ham and cheese toasty, they kind of complained they couldn't taste the ham.
Right.
So it made sense to me. Because they would make me one and I'll be like, this is weird, but I can taste ham. This is actually quite nice. But I'll go home and I'll make mine with like 3 to 4. And then I kind of get more cheese than ham.
Oh, also,
But
did you
it's
know the
just
scale doesn't actually stop at 5?
No,
That's
I
just
know.
what
It's
you will
just-
find in supermarkets.
Yeah.
It actually goes up to like 7.
Yes.
Which is a weird number to stop at.
I think I have tried 1 on the 7 because I went to a
Like a proper cheese
proper
deli.
like deli, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's one in Cheltenham. I think I went there with my parents years and years ago. I think back when I was really young. And basically they gave out samples and I had something really strong and I liked it. I have no idea what it was because I was little.
Yeah, I've had similar experience and it blew my little brain.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
it's
like,
a
holy-
blue.
It wouldn't surprise me because
Yeah.
it tends to be the blue cheeses that get super high on the scale.
But the thing is, I don't really like Stilton.
Really?
No.
What, like
no.
just blue Stilton or white Stilton as well?
I think it's white with the blue veins.
That's blue Stilton.
Yeah. I'm not keen. If you give me a chunk of it,
Yeah,
I will look at it first, and depending on the thickness of the veins, will tell me if I would like it or not.
that's fair.
Because the penicillin,
It's not penicillin.
No,
I know
but
what
that
you mean.
effect.
The flavour that the blue adds.
yeah,
I did used to know what it was. Like, it's not mould, despite what
No.
most people think.
No, it's not.
Something to do with copper. I remember that.
yeah,
much.
it's something to do with oxidizing.
Yeah,
Depending on the thickness of that, will tell me if I would like that specific thing of cheese.
that's fair. Because it is a very
Overwhelming, kind of nasally. Oh my god.
It took me a long time to start liking Stilton, like on a cracker, but in a sauce, like a blue cheese sauce,
Yeah.
like with a steak and mushrooms.
Yeah. Did you ever have? My parents called them suitcases. I don't know if they're actually called suitcases. It's such a weird name for it, but
Right.
it makes sense.
Explain what it is.
It's like I want to say like a bit of skirt, like skirt steak,
Right.
bashed really thin, so it's really like thin. In it is like cheese, a bit of I can't remember what else. But basically almost like a chicken Kiev, but with beef.
No, I
And
have
then
not, but
breadcrumb.
now I really want to.
And then it was breadcrumbed and then deep fried.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Or and in the middle, my dad would often put cheese, and depending what cheese we had at the time, was put in it.
Yeah.
So I think this is why they called it that, because you never knew what was in it.
You're going to have to stop. This is too much dirty talk for the podcast.
But yeah, when blue
Yeah.
cheese was in that, it was nice.
I bet it was. Like, now I want to do that, but just, like, stuff it with cheese, mushroom, onion. Like, obviously, blue cheese, mushroom, onion. Like, all the things that are good on steak.
Yeah, because for me, it was a very rare treat. Yeah. Because my brother being lactose intolerant.
So am I.
I know, but my brother is a lot more intolerant than you are. So he would literally have a glass of milk, and next day he's pretty much incapacitated.
Oh no, if I drink milk, I'm done. Like, but despite what a lot of people think, cheese does not have a huge amount of lactose, especially if you get more mature cheeses.
Yes. It's like boiling vegetables. The more you boil it, the more nutrients you lose.
Yes.
It's that kind of effect.
But in this case, it's more that it dehydrates, which breaks down the lactose. Which
it turns it into lactate.
Lactase.
Lactase.
Which actually helps break down lactose.
Yes, because lactase is the sugar that breaks lactose down.
Enzyme. It's not a sugar.
I thought it generated its own sugars to break down.
It does, but it needs to be exposed to things to make the sugars.
That's where you would add in the
It is a protein.
Ah, right. Is it no, rennet. It's when you add in things like rennet, it kind of accelerates and catalyzes.
Yes, exactly.
I have watched some cheese making videos on YouTube like a while ago with my old friend.
I watched some like 2-3 days ago. So
I think it's Gavin.
Fairly fresh in my head.
Gavin Webber is the one I watched.
I don't know. It popped
He's
up
from
on
Australia, and he's kind of like.
Feet alone.
It's like, what's up, cheese nerds? In like a proper Australian accent. It's kind of like very sitting on your grandfather's knee, having a story read to you, kind of feeling.
Nice.
The way he talks. And his videos are 30-40 minutes long, and all you're doing is watching very simple things every time.
I
just sit there.
Don't click with that kind of content.
I do, in the sense of if I'm doing something else. So if I'm organising, I don't know, my files. For some reason,
law videos on.
Yeah.
Stuff that I'm vaguely interested in.
Yeah. Or if I want to go sleep.
Again, law videos.
Yeah. But then again, if I watch, this is my problem. I will try and watch something. I'm weird with this. I think to myself, okay, I've not watched. No, I know what happens in this.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm going to watch it to fall asleep to.
And then you become engrossed in it regardless.
Yeah, I do that so much. Every now and again, it's like, I've not watched Doctor Who in a while, I'll stick this one on, I know what's happening. Yeah. And I'm there an hour later going, next one.
I found a guy on YouTube called Luton, and his voice is the cure for insomnia. Yeah. Not a cure, the cure. Like, to the point he jokes at the start of some of his videos about the Luton Sleep Club, because there are people that have no interest in 40k lore that listen to his videos purely for his voice to send them to sleep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, might be worth giving it a go.
I've kind of got that effect with Stephen Fry.
Yeah, I can understand that one.
It's both with QI and the Harry Potter books.
So Luton and Stephen Fry's voices are very similar.
Oh, are they?
But Luton's is in a slightly lower register.
Ah, okay. So yeah, it's more... It's more relaxy type side of things. Oh, hello. Is that a cat behind my back? I just got headbutted in my lower back. Oh, that scared the rubbish out of me.
I just watched him climb up and I was like, I wonder how long it's going to take.
Oh. I didn't even notice. I've gotten so used to them being in my peripheral.
What are you doing, little man?
I can feel his tail flicking against my back. This is actually quite bizarre.
Oh, yesterday. Yes. I don't know if he knew to do this and it was an intentional thing or if it was just a happy accident. Mm. But my hip decided it was going to be a pain, quite literally. So I was curled up in bed and he just curled up as the unnatural hot compress against the sore hip, and it was so helpful.
Oh.
It was like, yes, cat, you are wonderful. I love you.
Yeah, with Petal, she wasn't very tactile.
No.
She wouldn't come up to me per se. But whenever I was ill or anything, sits at my feet on my bed.
Yeah.
And just sits there and stares at me.
He's not always very tactile, but when he is wanting to be affectionate, he is the cuddliest little thing.
Yeah.
Like last night, I curled up in bed ready to go to bed. Mm. And normally I shut the door to keep him out because he tends to get quite rambunctious at 5 o'clock in the morning. But for whatever reason, I didn't. And as I curled up in bed, he jumped up in the bed. And I lie on my side and basically in the recovery position. And he decided that this Like,
Yeah.
in the crook of my elbow next to my face was where he needed to be in that exact moment. And he curled up there and just turned into a little purring machine.
Must you chase your tail behind me?
If you start fussing him, he will probably get down.
That's what I'm doing, but it's not working.
Oh, okay, he's decided he wants to be cuddly.
Yeah. Go on then. Go on, chase the toy. There we go. I now no longer fear about squishing a cat,
Oh, like
leaning back.
yeah, well, there's big hollow empty space.
Yeah.
So
But still, you never know because
Yeah,
of my
like-
lack of sensation.
also he does sometimes climb up on these bits.
Yeah.
Which will be harder with the seat part occupied. But I don't think it's a beyond him. Like,
Oh no.
he can, you know the folded up ladder next to his cat tree?
Mhm.
He frequently climbs that
Yeah.
without it being unfolded.
Cats do that.
Yeah.
They're bizarre little critters. Oh, they've entered their lazy pants mode. I think they're tuckered out at the moment, Wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Because this is the stage where last time we were around, they were there and you'd put it in front of their paw and they would just lazily put their paw in there.
Yeah.
I see.
So they'd probably approach it, but they
We're
won't do
coming
the
up
pounce.
to about 3 o'clock, I guess. 3:30, 4-ish.
It is 3:30.
Yeah, he's approaching nap time.
Yeah.
It's sad that I tell the time by my cat, isn't it?
It's the habit I had for a good few months after work. I've kind of now lost it. Where
Yeah,
I could tell you it was 5 p.m.
because you wanted a coffee.
Yeah, my body
Yeah.
naturally, because I would go for a coffee after work.
Yeah, you had mentioned.
Yeah, I did that for a good 3-4 months after work.
And it's now.
It's now gone. It's now when do I want? It's 8 p.m. I really want a coffee. The other night I was literally there at 8 o'clock. Thought, okay, brain wants coffee. It wants its go faster juice. And then I got up, made myself a coffee, not realizing 3 hours had passed.
Oh god, so it was 11 by that time.
Because I literally distracted myself solidly with YouTube. Like 30, 40-minute videos.
I have done that so many times.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'll make dinner in a bit.
Yeah.
Crap, it's midnight.
Yeah. Because the one I've gone into recently is Green Dot Aviation. And it's about aircraft and basically, more often than not, their unfortunate demises.
Solomon's bird.
Huh? Oh, I kind of felt that happen, but I didn't acknowledge it happened. Solomon's behind me again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and it's about planes and their demises or their exits. Can you please not headbutt my butt? It's not a sensation I'm used to. Sorry, I had to wait for Wheels to distract the little gobbo. That is Solomon. The goblin energy has reawakened.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that happens.
I can't
Just
do
as
that.
I was leaning back.
Oh, it fell through.
Where are we? Where
He is under the chair. I
Yeah.
can see him.
Oh, you fell. Right, okay. That's what you mean by fell through. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fell through the hole at the back.
He's.
Is he behind me again?
He's here.
Oh, he's there under the table. Okay.
You are petrified of this now, aren't you? Or paranoid at the very least.
It's my brain's going overload.
This reminds me of the character you are the namesake of,
Gloop.
and Windreth right now.
Well, yeah, a little bit of context. Our campaign we had a couple years back, there was this evil. Well, I don't know if they were
we
evil.
don't know if they were. I don't think they were.
No, but they were just always.
They were very creepy.
They were sinister.
Yes.
And my character Gloop, a little goblin, got very. Every time Windrest got mentioned, because I can't remember what it was that caused it.
You went clinically insane.
Oh, I know. I went.
No, like
You.
in canon,
Yeah,
you developed
but
insanity.
What
yes,
was the
I did.
cause?
I
Like,
think it was to do.
There were several.
Yeah.
Because I was on the Wild Surge table.
Yes.
This is why.
Yeah, when they introduced that crazy table.
Yes, but I loved it.
It-
I absolutely loved that table.
It was good in theory.
Yeah.
It slowed the game down so
oh yeah,
much,
the
though.
fact I rolled twice and then picked.
Well, not just that. The
And
fact
then-
it was like, I think there was like 10,000 results.
Yeah,
or something
so
like
on the
that.
Table,
So it took
yeah.
them fucking like 6
Oh
months
my-
to find the result they were looking for.
Yeah, I'm now got Solomon.
Which
Getting
makes
headbutted
no
again.
sense to me, because they could have just pressed Control F and typed in the number.
I know. So in one of those, I think I developed insanity.
Yes.
So I became paranoid, and I think it was the next name I heard I was paranoid about, and Windreth was the next name I
Yes.
heard. So every
Well,
month.
no, it was the next person you saw And then Windrest popped up.
Oh yeah, because he wanted to see the orb we collected and things. And from that point, for like years, like 2 years, we were doing this campaign plus.
Well, I joined and we were playing for 2 years from that point. Like,
Yeah.
Because Wheels joined.
You'd been playing for a good
4 or 5 months beforehand.
Yeah. Was it that short a period of time?
It was quite. It wasn't. Or was that 4 or 5 months before you joined?
Because I joined periodically, didn't I?
That's right. Wheels joined periodically, then became full time.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I developed Scut. Did I lose a leg in the end, or was that my other character?
No, that was Gloop. Gloop lost a leg because you had the prosthetic that gave you Featherfall.
You did have a previous character that lost an arm.
That was it, Tech Toby.
And also drank a bottle of cum. I will not give context.
That was the World of Darkness thing, and I was not part of the group at that point.
You can't see me, but
they have got an interesting shade of tomato.
It's not that I forgot, but it's something I forget about frequently.
Yeah, I understand.
And it's just like, oh no, I did, didn't I? But yeah, this is why I am blue as well. Because in one of my very first adventures, and you weren't there for that.
So this is why Gloop, the character, is blue, not why you, the person Gloop, is blue.
Yes.
I forget I talk about me as blue.
Unless you want to join the Blue Man's group.
Body paint does exist. We could make Gloop blue.
Yeah, whether I'll be allergic to it is another point, because I am allergic to some metals.
Most body paint doesn't contain metals, so that should be fine. We'll use snaz, because that's...
That actually has one of the ones I reacted with.
Oh, really?
On my face, around my eyes, yes. Everywhere else I'm fine, just around my eyes.
So we won't paint around your eyes?
I'm gonna look so cool. Quite literally, cool blue and cool.
I did distract you. Please explain the story of why you are blue.
Oh,
yes,
right.
Yes, that might be helpful for our dear listeners.
It was a mixture of the surge table and eating blueberries, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember completely, because this was way...
I've never been told the story properly.
It was wild magic.
It was wild magic.
You turned into a giant blueberry.
That was full of flammable
I thought
blueberry
I ate
juice.
blueberries.
No, you turned into a blueberry,
That's
and then
fine.
you got set on fire.
Yeah,
and then you set
because
everything around you on fire, and you ended up staying blue.
I loved that, because...
And then you got made not blue, and then we had to use a wish, like a reality-altering wish to make you blue again.
I thought that was to stop me being a simulacrum.
No. So we didn't use a wish to stop you being a simulacrum. We went back and got you. Then we came back. You got dead. We used the thing to revive you, but it stopped you being blue. And then
it stopped me from being undead.
Yes, because it stopped you being undead, and it stopped you being blue. And then we used another wish to make you blue.
Distraught.
Yes.
I don't even think the Dungeon Master was ready for my distraughtness.
This must be the most confusing thing for non-D&D players.
Yeah.
This must be the most confusing thing
D&D?
for D&D players. Well, you said campaign, you never actually said D&D.
We just kind of
Dungeons
assumed.
and Dragons people don't. Yeah, it's such a big part of our lives. We take it for granted, should I say?
Yeah, sometimes we think about IRL things in terms of D&D. Like,
yeah. Hence, my name
and mine.
And that's what I was going to say, and yours, directly one of our characters.
Yes.
And we loved them so much, we thought, why not?
Mine was the creepy elf goth thing.
Yeah, I really like Kay Moira.
I did. I am sad that I had to retire them, but
I know they'll be back. I'm sure.
Oh, I am 100% certain
yeah,
they will be back.
when I resume my campaign,
yeah,
I will find a way to have Kay Moira involved again.
Nice.
It'll probably be in one of what I call the interlude parts, which you're in right now.
Yeah.
Where you're back at the Clog's Rest. We really need to work that out again at some point soon.
Yeah.
Maybe once we're all calmed down and we've got wheels in motion for this, we'll
yes.
probably get back to it one day.
I'm sitting here.
Sorry?
I'm sitting down.
You said once we've got wheels in motion, and then wheels went, I'm sitting here.
Oh.
To be fair, quite quick for
that
wheels.
Seriously, dude, that is your kind of humour and you missed it.
I think it's more the fact of keeping wheels and not being rude to you. You're not normally like quick-witted.
Not to be rude, Will, but you're a fucking dumbass.
No,
but I'm not
we didn't say it's not he didn't call him dumb. He just said he's not witty.
Yeah, so when...
witticism is not his strong suit.
There we go. So when you're witty, I'm like, huh? I take it for serious,
Yeah.
and then I think about it, I'm like, oh no, you're actually being witty. Okay.
In the same way that I'm not sarcastic sometimes, so that I take people off guard.
And the amount of times you get me with that.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Like where you just assume I'm being sarcastic and I'm actually not.
Yeah.
And it's the best, especially when it happens over text form, because then people really aren't sure. Unless I actually denote it with the /s, which I do insanely rarely.
I know. I do read a few things. I'm like, huh?
It's like extra mean for a group of autistic people.
I am also autistic, okay?
I know, it's still extra mean.
You do it to me as well, like.
We do it to each other.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's hilarious that we are all, fairly terrible at recognizing sarcasm, and also possibly the most sarcastic group of humans on this earth.
I have been sarcastic for so long. I didn't realise I was being sarcastic, if that made sense.
Yeah.
Because I grew up around sarcasm.
Yeah.
So for me, when I learnt what sarcasm was, I was like, oh, so that's what I do in daily life then.
Yeah. Like, I grew up around it and I was fairly sarcastic, and then I met you, and we just seemed to like bounce off each other with it, and it became horrendous.
And it's kind of rubbed off on everyone else.
Yes.
And now they use it against us.
Obviously with consent, but...
Oh dear. We're entering that mode.
Always rub off with consent, kid.
As I said, the mood today is stupid.
As you said that, Sullivan literally comes from the table and goes, like, proper pounce. Today the mood is stupid. Pounce. That timing was awesome.
Oh, you missed it earlier, right? You know I do the scratchy thing on the couch to get his attention sometimes.
Yes.
He was just coming in from the hallway as I did it. And you know when cats do the, like, back arch and a little jump?
The hunting hunker, as I like to call it.
He did that all the way to the couch. It was great.
Oh, like a little army crawl.
No, not wiggles. Jumps, but with the back arched.
Oh, you're going to be a gymnast, aren't you?
He already is. Like.
Oh, they're in training to be Olympic level.
He would put most Olympic level gymnasts to shame.
There, he just did it. He just did it with the arm back.
But he did that from the doorway all the way to the couch. Like, a good, 10 meters?
Tigger mode activated.
Yes. He is, in fact, made out of springs.
Yes,
and
his
rubber.
buttons are made out of rubber, his buttons are made out of springs. They're bouncy, flouncy, trouncy, fancy, fun. The most wonderful thing about Tigger is... I'm the only one. The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger's wonderful things. There we go, that was the first two lines I missed. Yeah, my sister had a room guard growing up of Tigger, and it would go, my name's Tigger, that's T-I-double-G-R, watching your room is what Tiggers do best.
Yes.
And it drove me nuts.
I bet it did.
Because they were, at the time they had it, I believe I had to walk past their room to get to mine.
Yeah.
So, and they would leave their door open with it pointed out. So I'd walk past it and hear it. And it basically was there until the batteries ran out, and it was like months.
Yeah.
So it's ingrained in their head. And it's something I wish I can forget sometimes.
I bet it was.
Yeah. I used to be able to do the
the laugh.
Yeah, but I got so or whatever it is. But I got it one day. I then did the Krusty the Clown. The Krusty the Clown laugh, and that kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And now I can't go back to the Tigger laugh.
Fair enough.
It's my evil laugh I used to be able to do. That's kind of devolved into more witchy.
Yeah.
Because I think it couldn't be as copied as easily as my evil laugh, hence why I stopped it. So I was like,
yes.
And I don't know if I can still do the baby one.
That is weirdly good. I have heard babies that don't make as convincing a baby noise as that.
Yeah. I kind of got good at that because I think my laughs got copied, or my sounds I made got copied, so I adapted them.
She that shall not
and
be.
Yeah, and then I just haven't gone back to them. I'd like to try it. Well, I'll try it now. It might not be that.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I can't do it. I used to be able to do it for like 4 or 5 seconds.
I am aware.
Oh, that was tricky. I need to retrain the muscle memory on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But once you get it, it's there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My Smeagol impression. When was the last time you heard me do it?
Oh, crikey. That's quite a while ago,
Yeah,
actually.
I've still got it on point. Like,
Oh, yeah.
my precious.
Yeah.
And you
all
would
I
be
could-
surprised by how easy it is to go from that to Stitch. Stitch not dead. Stitch fluffy.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I need a drink first.
Means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
My sister made a really weird diorama once.
Oh no.
Do you know? Oh, what do you call it? It's a place in London. It's like a lecture hall, the Royal Lectures something. They have the Christmas lectures there every year.
I have no idea.
Okay, it's
Royal Albert Hall?
No. But it's kind of a similar shape where it's all curved, and in the middle is a demonstration point. So
Yeah.
think of it as a Roman amphitheatre. Where is it amphitheatre?
No,
the one
because an
that's semicircle.
amphitheatre goes all
The half
around.
one, where it's only a semicircle.
I think that's just like
Colosseum? No, not
No.
Colosseum.
I think that's just called a stage.
No, it's literally
That,
no,
actually,
it's,
that might be an amphitheatre.
it's amphitheatre. Yeah.
It might be. I can't remember.
Yeah, I should know. I really like the Romans growing up, but again,
Most people do. They're
It's
cool.
because you get. I think the Colosseum is all the way around, isn't it?
The Colosseum is, yeah. Like,
So I think that's the general name for.
well, no, the Colosseum is like a gladiator pit
Yeah, that's
kind
true.
of thing.
And it's all the way round.
Yes, it is all the
I
way
think
around.
amphitheatre means. I think amper means. Oh, what does amper mean in Latin? I used to know these things.
I think it is all the way around because obviously like ampersand is in the completed circle.
I need to
Work it
refresh
out
my
later.
Latin. I need to refresh my Latin. But anyway, the one that's half,
Yes.
and it's the audience sit on the raised bits, and you're sat in the middle. No, stood in the middle at the front.
Yes.
That kind of thing. Now, what was my original point?
My sister made a weird diorama.
That's it. She made that out of paper
Uh-huh.
and card,
Yes.
and glued jelly babies in the audience, basically upright in the demonstration area.
Mhm.
She made a little table.
Yep.
And on it, she stuck one line on its back with 4 or 5 around it, and in the one in the middle were about 100 pins.
She was doing a dissection of a jelly baby.
She was doing acupuncture.
Oh, okay.
But then, because she wasn't cutting into it, she was just sticking pins into it. And that became her pincushion for a while.
Just a jelly baby.
Just a single jelly baby, but it's the fact that it had the audience, the surgeons around it. It was like, okay, my sister did some bizarre things growing up.
That is a little bit weird. Cool though.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
liked it. It was actually quite good. It actually survived quite a long time.
the only problem I could see with that is obviously jelly babies are perishable.
Oh yeah, but they're not like 3 days and they're gone.
No.
It's like a couple of months.
Under reasonable conditions, they'll last quite a good while, but
Yeah.
when they start to go, they go quick.
Yeah, because where also she would, when we used to have raised flower beds where we grew vegetables like cabbages and that in the garden,
Mm-hmm.
my sister would genuinely sit there at the cabbages, pick the caterpillars off and put them in a bucket. And all she would quite happily say was, I'm giving them swimming lessons. So my sister was natural pest control.
Because she would just sit and drown caterpillars.
Yeah. She knew they were pests. She
Yeah.
didn't care about getting her hands dirty or anything. She just
I
went,
mean,
dunk.
most kids don't.
Dunk.
Some kids do, but most don't.
I tried it once, but I just didn't. It was one of the very fuzzy ones.
Oh, no.
I'm not feeling.
No.
I don't like spiders on me for that reason.
See,
The
spiders
ting-
I'm fine with.
It's the fuzzy, tingly, really pinpointy micro.
Yeah, the sort of bug hair. Because bug hair and,
It's an
mammalian
irritant.
hair is very different.
Yeah, but I just find it. For me, this is the spider. It's the sensation of it's random on you.
Now you're talking about it and I can feel my hair on the back of my neck.
Yeah,
Why would you do this to me?
because I'm suffering internally right now with this. Because I'm imagining these feelings.
You are both visibly squirming.
Yeah.
Anyway, amphi in Latin is on both sides.
So yeah, the
Ah.
amphitheatre is the one that goes all the way around.
Right. Okay. That means
So what is the name of the semicircular theatre?
I don't know, but I went to one in Cyprus where are you aware of the parabola effect with sound? So I'm on one side of a parabola curve. You're on the other
Oh,
side.
you are completely mispronouncing that, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's because they're called parabola lenses.
Yeah, but the effect is not called
Parabola.
No.
It's parabolic.
That refers to a kind of arcing trajectory.
But you're both on that curve.
I know what you're talking. The Doppler effect, I think.
No, but you would stand on one side, I would stand on the opposite, and all you would do is just quietly whisper into the wall, and it would travel around.
Yeah, like whisper chambers that were
it's
common in churches, so that.
Yeah, I think it's parabolic or parabolic because you have those curves.
I
you get
think
parabolic
you
lenses.
use a parabolic curve to get the effect.
Yeah, there's one nearby at the ladies' college. I think they actually call it the Parabola Theatre.
There's also one in, I don't know what the correct term for it is. It's a religious building attached to a monastery.
I know the one you mean. Is it not?
It's in Stroud.
Yes, it's
and they've got a bit that does that. Very pretty walks around there.
I basically went into, when I was in Cyprus, they built one of these semicircular ones, and they managed to kind of do it on the opposite, so to speak. So you would stand in one specific spot.
Yes.
And because of the acoustics, it spread everywhere.
Oh.
Rather than channeling it going around the curve, it stood and the curve dissipated everything. So you would stand on this one square in the middle and everyone would hear you like a microphone.
Yeah.
One step to the left or right, forward or back. No. And it was such a cool effect.
Yeah, that is very cool.
And I remember that when I was like 10.
That was also a very common thing in churches. They'd use it for the preacher. They'd put the dais in front of it so that
and it would bounce out and amplify. Yeah.
If you still want to know, a semicircular theatre is simply called a Roman theatre.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's far less interesting.
Yeah.
I think it was probably their basic theatres.
Yeah.
More than likely. It is weird how much I know about the relationship between acoustics and church architecture.
It's because for a long time they went hand in hand.
I am well aware, but
and because
it just baffles me that as someone that has as little interest in the church as I do,
that's true.
How much I know about this subject.
Yeah, whereas I think growing up within the church, I kind of got taken round a few.
I mean, I did grow up within the church. It was just C of E, which are far more modern churches and don't really have that going on.
Yeah, because I was a mixture of Baptist and evangelical.
Yeah, you have explained, and that sounds horrendous.
I didn't mind Baptist too much.
Really? That was the less offensive of the two?
I think it's because it was actually very much orientated around us, the children.
So it was.
So we were active week in, week out.
So you were more like Sunday school.
No, we didn't necessarily have Sunday school. We didn't have Sunday school with Baptist. We were literally there, and our Reverend one day held up a can of coconut milk, and we were like confused, and it was like, what's the significance of this and all of that and the other and the other?
And you were there going, I do not have a Scooby.
Because the week before, the church took us to the panto. And there was a lyric to do with the coconut milk from the Dane. So they related it all the way back like that. So it was very much... So and then once we all twigged, okay, and we were all
So you had
active.
A very good preacher.
Yeah, and it was just very active and very like...
most Baptist churches obviously have that very fire and brimstone sort of reputation.
Yeah.
So when you said Baptist, that is where my brain went.
Yeah.
And it was like, really? That is the better one of the two?
Yeah, because I think I was going there until I was 14 before I had my back ups.
Yeah.
And I went there one day, and it was not until I can't remember how young I was when I started. It was a good 3 to 4 years. And not one mention of we should get you baptized. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Fair enough.
When I went back to the evangelical one, have you thought about being baptized? Have you thought about being baptized? Have you thought? And it was just like non-stop. And I was like, shouldn't it be the other way around?
You would think.
Because I still remember my favourite time was my...
I need to figure out how to unbaptize myself.
My brother, this was back at the Baptist, the question was, where do potatoes come from? My brother stuck his hand up. The shop. Okay, the first one was the packet. Was the first answer. Okay, when before the packet, the shop.
Oh,
okay, before
so
the shop, the lorry. And my brother went literally backwards.
Step by step.
threw the production train.
My sister did
Back to the
almost
ground.
the exact same thing with carrots. Apart from she didn't go the packet, she said the fridge. The
Very
exact
good.
same thing, other
Yeah.
than those two details. Like,
Yeah. Oh, you had a grin, and I was wondering what you were grinning at, Lee.
It was the sleepy kitty.
Yeah, I then looked over my shoulder. Yeah.
we gotta love the sleepy kitty.
Oh, he just did a little stretch.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I don't like to think that's a stretchy pussy.
Most are. It's part of the design.
Well, if they didn't,
It would
there'd
cause
be a lot more
problems.
C-sections.
Yeah, or internal bleeding. One of the two.
I was trying to keep it light.
That's relatively light for
I
me.
know.
I mean, look at my audio equipment and clothing. But for the audience, it is all black.
With the occasional rainbow thing. You got one rainbow bit on
Yeah, that's
there.
because it's a pride t-shirt. That's the, like, various pride flags.
Yes. Whereas I'm wearing stripy colours, not too dissimilar from Jodie Whittaker's Doctor.
Yes. Or, in fact, the pride flag.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wrong order, but...
Oh yeah, it's kind of the two reasons I bought it, because I was walking past Roman. Mum wanted to have a look in because my brother was getting married soon.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd have a browse, saw this on the shelf, and I was like, cool. Saw the jumper, and I kind of tried one on, and basically went, I like it. And I was like, didn't care for the fact it was that, forgetting Roman is meant to be a dress shop,
Yeah.
predominantly.
Yes, but
I just...
who cares?
I think it's because growing up, because this was a shock to some people when I worked, I quite willingly said, oh, I'll go to Ann Summers and get that.
Yeah.
And my staff responded, was like, gave me looks of a bit of confusion. It's because when I was younger, like 7 or 8, we regularly went into shops like La Senza,
Yeah.
which was next to Lush. And of course, I was 7, 8, maybe 10.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I didn't realise it was lingerie or anything. I just went...
Well, you did, but not...
I just went, oh, look at these fancy colours and fancy designs.
Yeah.
And I think this is why I like patterns.
It
so
was just
much.
quite literally fancy pants.
Yeah. And because for a long time, I like patterns, and I like finding the patterns, and I like doing this. And I went in there, and that's all I did. I looked at the patterns of the lace and all of that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, when they were talking about they wanted like a conical kind of bra for the dame in one of our pantos, I went, oh, I think Ann Summers do there. I'll go over to there if you need to, kind of thing. I said it to one of the students, kind of like, because they're like, oh, I got to go there, and kind of like, because they were very, it was a male, of course, being the dame. They were being very
Silly.
shy about it.
Okay.
So, oh, I don't want to go to a sex shop.
Fine, I'll go.
And that's kind of what I said. I'll go for you. I'll just recoup the money, because they said I can bring back the receipt and we can refund you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't. But I think they're more embarrassed about handing over Nan Summers' receipt.
Why?
I don't know. Because
It's theatre.
for
all
me-
the places to bury your shame. Like,
yeah, for me, there was been, if I did it myself, because in the end they did it online, they bought it from Amazon later.
I mean,
Yeah,
it works.
It works, but you can't see it, you can't try it, you can't.
Yeah,
You can't make that connection with it.
You can't make sure it's comfortable to move and breathe in.
Yeah, so there might have been an awkward moment from my boss when I handed it in for expenses. Why did you go to Ann Summers?
But it
Didn't
would
put it
have
on
been
Viber.
very easily explained by
yeah.
we needed it for the dame for the panto.
Yes.
It would be like a second of awkwardness when you first hand it over.
Yeah, it's more the HR people who authorise it. They may have gone, hang on a minute, what?
Yeah,
But
I have to say,
you confirm this?
sending the student to get it from a sex shop, possibly not the best idea. I could see that raising an eyebrow.
Oh no, this would have been one of those things of they just went out and bought it. We didn't tell them to.
Fair.
We did that quite a lot.
What? Tell someone to go get something and then say they did it of their own accord and
It's like new shoes. Like shoes were a common one.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me in
Because
the
we didn't
slightest.
want to buy people shoes all the time.
Oh.
And because the sizes, the fits, and all of this.
Yeah, it's far better for someone to go out, try shoes on,
Yeah.
buy their own.
So every now and again, a receipt for a return of funds to students for shoes came in, and it was like, why are you doing this all the time, kind of thing. It's like, just they're buying it, they're using it for their performance.
Yeah, because it means that they're going to get shoes that actually fit them.
Yeah. And
for
they have the benefit of
performance.
taking them home afterwards.
Yeah.
because a lot of times students are quite, well, they're not very financially gifted.
No.
So, in the effect of, hey, it gives them a pair of shoes, it comes out of it kind of incentivizes them to like use it in performance. It kind of gives them more of a connection.
Yeah, gives them a reason.
Yeah, so the fact they've done it, and also it means they look after them. They then don't, it's not something they just pull off a rack and then if they rip it, they go, oh, I ripped it.
Yeah.
It gives them the sense of responsibility. So that's kind of
because it's their shoes.
Yeah, and they lose them. That's their fault.
Yep.
So that's kind of how it was, and
Makes sense.
Well, that's it, folks. The Maniacs have been put back in their cell for another fortnight when we release the next episode. Episodes will also be put on YouTube a week after the release on Spotify, just in case you want a repeat of this madness, for whatever reason. We also have other projects in the works too, so keep an eye out for those, and I'll let you know. Also, thank you to Wintergatan for giving us rights to use their song. You can find the links to those as well as our email in the description. And, hey, thank you to you for indulging these lunatics. We really do appreciate it.